moves. We'll see that, and then squeeze as they've just done there. Nice, easy first stroke from Upper Thames there on this right-hand side. What a great shot that is of the Upper Thames stroke. Matilda man there. Rode at Teddy's for the last 5 years at Edwards School. She's going to run at Henley. Straight down the bow, real focus, real vision. But it's actually the crew from Tyne that had that slight early advantage there.
Yes, as you say, Crossy, a slight advantage to Tyne. As we write here on screen in the buck station, in the stroke seat, Jennifer Peacock, Cox Ryan, Clermont. Strong start here as they continue to push away with each stroke over Upper Thames Rowing Club A.
It's a great place to row up on the Tyne. It's got a fantastic stretch of water. They say it's the best in the northeast or the north of England to rowing. And you can see that these women have really benefited from that sort of stretch of water. We should basically tell you that there is a little bit of sickness in the Tyne crew, and there are a couple of athletes affected, but I guess it's pretty fortunate that they've got also 2 doctors on board. And Margot Bellamy, who is in that Tyne crew, rode in the 2-seat. Know Margot quite well. She's the daughter of Ed Bellamy, who is one of the Molesey rowers, who organises the Molesey Masters. And funnily enough, the crew is coached by Drew Robertson, who coached Ed Bellamy when he was at Durham. Margot is one of the rowers at Newcastle. There she is, you can see her with the sunglasses in the 2-seat. And if Tyne win this, that'll be a fantastic result from them. You know, recovering from that little bit of illness in the crew.
In a pretty good rhythm, just swinging it along. They've got about 3/4 of a boat length lead, the last side-on shot that we got there over Upper Thames Rowing Club. You'd really want to be breaking free at this point in the race, wouldn't you? Trying to create a little bit of clear water between you and the other boat just to really try and shut down any sense of a move. Whereas conversely for Upper Thames, they'd be wanting to stay on terms, because as those boats come level, in fact, it is Upper Thames who have used that to be able to work their way through Tyne Rowing Club.
Yeah, great move from Upper Thames. Just as they come up to Upper Thames Rowing Club, which is kind of on the bottom of the screen as you look at it, on the right-hand side of the screen, Upper Thames have taken a canvas lead, moved through Tyne Rowing Club. They've laid down a challenge. Tyne would have been, you know, relieved that their start had taken them away from Upper Thames, but now look at that inching away, just a centimetre or an inch per stroke. They're now moving to 1/3 of a length Upper Thames, and it's soon going to be half a length, and I guess that's going to go to clear water quite soon. And Mark Banks, who is one of the British Olympic coaches, or used to be one of the most famous coaches in British rowing, coached at Leander. He now coaches at Upper Thames, and he will be looking at his charges there and seeing them moving and just take so much pleasure out of that.
Now we can see that it's about half a length that Upper Thames Rowing Club have over Tyne, and it looks like they've got the momentum to me, Crossy. It looks like they're going to start to try and push away. They're taking the rate up by just a point or 2 here. That sensation of pushing away with every stroke in an 8 is really one that starts to drive and motivate the crew. They're really going for it. They want to make sure that they're not letting any room for Tyne to come back into the picture as they're coming
They've got that little
well
bit more,
past halfway.
They've got that little bit more grip around the front end, Upper Thames, just the way they put their blades in. They're kind of getting more traction just at the front of the stroke than I think the Tyne crew, who are really in need of something special now. We talked about Upper Thames just inching away, you know, an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches per stroke, they're going to get clear water by the time of the enclosures, unless Tyne can do something to stop them.
I think it's hard when you put as much into the race in the early stage as Tyne did, and to have been rode through in this way, to be able to find something to come back with can be really hard. But if they can maintain that overlap, then it does give some sense that you could do something in the last stage of the race. Do they have something in their back pocket?
There's Upper Thames, a casual look by from Matilda Mann. She's kept her eyes in the boat on the start. She's kind of just keeping an eye out for the opponents from Tyne Amateur Rowing Club, just making sure that they're not going to come back. Lizzie Townhall coxing that Upper Thames crew. You can see her there in the orange top. She's just looked back. Tyne have not been beaten comprehensively, but that's a lot to make up coming into the enclosures. Look at the pain on the faces there of the Tyne crew.
Yeah, you can see gritting teeth now. They were brave early, put themselves out into this race, giving themselves the best chance of getting through, but Upper Thames have just gotten stronger and stronger all the way down the track.
Yeah, you saw Anna Colley there, the 23-year-old up in the bows. The expression of pain on her face was just almost horrible to look at. And she's a semi-finalist in this event from Henley Regatta last year. They're just in their rhythm, doing their thing, aren't they? There's not much going to disturb that. It's been pretty bulletproof through the middle of this race, that rhythm.
Alice Pickball in the bow seat there. A consultant at Oxford Economics. First race, the Wargrave, back in 2021. So good experience through this boat.
So Upper Thames are coming up to the progress board. There's about another 10 or 15 strokes to go. They will be delighted with the way their crew has handled this race. The winners of this contest will go on to face Belvar of Zurich, who are a selected crew if they do win tomorrow. But Upper Thames chalk up a Wargrave win as they cross the line, just over a length ahead of the women from Tyne Amateur Rowing Club.